Hello, my beautiful right so far people. Not far right, right so far. I feel like a bit of hard labor today, so today I'm going to do a little bit of digging. I'm going to do a little bit of digging into Simon Harris's life. Simon Harris is tipped to be the successor of Leo Varadkar. Now, by the time this video comes out, he may well be. But first off, guys, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section and share. I appreciate everybody that does that, and thank you very much. Will Simon Harris just be another woke idiot puppet working for Europe to destroy the culture of Ireland? Or will he be a person that's going to stand up for the rights of the Irish people and actually listen to the Irish people? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. Simon Harris, who is the man tipped to be Ireland's next Prime Minister? Simon Harris could be set for a clear run at becoming the new PM after a series of rivals said that they did not plan to go for the party leadership. If he was to take over from Leo Varadkar, he would become Ireland's youngest ever leader at 37. Simon Harris said, "Being a dad is the most important job I have and will ever have, in which case the father of two is about to start the second most important job in his life." In little more than 24 hours, the field of contenders to become Fine Gael leader and then Taoiseach, or Prime Minister, has thinned completely. The 37-year-old Minister for Further and Higher Education will snatch the title of Ireland's youngest ever PM from his predecessor, Leo Varadkar, who was 38 when he bagged the top job. Harris doesn't turn 38 until the 17th of October. His has always been a story of achievement at a young age. Hailing from Greystones in County Wicklow, a scenic seaside commuter town south of Dublin, Fine Gael's Mr. Harris was elected to Wicklow County Council in 2009 with the highest percentage votes of any councillor. Just 2 years later, he won election to the Dáil, the Irish Parliament's lower house, taking the third seat in the Wicklow constituency. He was 25 and the youngest member of the Parliament. He became a junior minister in 2014 after an unsuccessful bid to become a MEP. Always considered destined for a rapid rise within Fine Gael, he was elevated to the cabinet at the age of 29 when he was appointed Minister for Health by the then Taoiseach Enda Kenny in 2016. The health portfolio has long been considered a poison chalice in the Irish politics, but an ambitious Mr. Harris understood it could also be a springboard for higher office. Now, tell me a man's economic policies, or tell me how a man spends his money, and I'll tell you who he is. Now, Simon here promised a children's hospital for 450 million. And today it stands at 2.2 billion, the costs. That's a considerable rise. On a Sinn Féin website, it says the cost of this project has gone from 450 million, then 750 million, then to 1.4 billion, and then to 1.7 billion. And now we have a price exceeding 2.2 billion. Now, that isn't just a couple of million over budget. That's a considerable amount. So my biggest worries here is that he doesn't understand money, or he doesn't understand the cost of things in the general scale. So let's apply this logic to something else. Just say he is saying, well, we're going to put a cap on, or we're going to put a cap on the budget in regards to housing refugees and asylum seekers. He says it's going to be 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, whatever it is. But then it exceeds it because he doesn't understand how the money works. That's my biggest issue here. He said it was going to cost 450 million, and now it's 2.2 billion, the hospital. You can apply that logic to everything else that he will have control of in regards to the money. As Minister for Health, he became a leading figure in the 2018 abortion referendum, pushing hard for a yes vote. He later revealed his wife was pregnant with their first child at the time. Privately, he said he was cautious that we were about to start a family as he advocated for Irish women's rights for termination. So think about that. Simon Harris is campaigning hard for a yes vote for abortion in late 2018, and then on New Year's Day 2019 they win and they get abortion for 12 weeks and under. I get that that's can be used for, if the woman's life's at risk, if there's rape involved. I get that. I understand that. But I don't know how a man can campaign for a strong yes vote on abortion while his wife is pregnant. For me personally, I wouldn't even want to answer any questions on the matter because I couldn't think or even fathom about my unborn son not being here because of that reason. So the fact that he was able to have a strong yes campaign while his wife was pregnant with their child is an indication to me he's a bit of a sociopath. Then came COVID-19, and the Minister for Health became a figurehead of the Irish government's efforts to combat the virus, appearing almost daily on the nation's televisions. Just when his star appeared ascendant, he suffered a setback, a move from the Department of Health to his current role overseeing third level education was seen as an effective demotion for Mr. Harris, but few doubted his time would come. His ambition and hunger has long been understood within the party. He appears to have spent the last number of years shoring up support from his leadership designs, not just among backbenchers and senators, but also councillors. And what that really means is he's a really good career politician that understands how the system works. For him to gain support and power, he will make friends everywhere, and that's necessary to become a really good career politician. The best example of that is Joe Biden. The guy done absolutely nothing throughout his time, his 40 whatever years in politics, became president, and basically has destroyed the country. Career politician. I don't want to go too hard on Simon because we need to see what he's made of. If he gets the job, he gets the job. But is this just going to be another woke idiot that's going to sing from the globalist song sheet? Probably. I think regardless who takes the job now, it's going to be a woke idiot. It's going to be somebody that doesn't have the interests at heart of the Irish people. More importantly, the election. And I think when it comes to election day and people actually voting, you need to be voting in the nationalist parties. If you're not voting in the nationalist parties, then you're not doing a service to Ireland. Because right now, Ireland has open doors, an open door policy where anybody can come in. There's child shipping gangs. There's black market with drugs. Fentanyl has hit the streets. And that has been allowed under the far left regime that Ireland has adopted. None of these other parties are working. None of these people are doing right by Ireland. They are just allowing the streets to become slums, drugs, very, very hard drugs to hit the streets. And 70% of the people who come into Ireland do not have legitimate identification. And to quote Helen McEntee, again, because I'm going to keep regurgitating this because it's a lie that she told. She said that there's nothing to worry about because people still have to prove who they are if they don't have legitimate documentation. And I would say, well, how can they prove who they are if they don't have legitimate documentation? The Irish people are sick of the politicians' filter. They're sick of media language. They need somebody real that's going to do the job. So what I would say to you is vote away from the main parties that have been running Ireland for the majority of the time. Vote in new people like the Irish Freedom Party and to Nationalist Party. There's so many of them. Vote these idiots out. These people do not have your best interests at heart. They are there to line their own pockets and to gain political power within Europe, and they're here to sell out Ireland. That's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully that clears up who Simon Harris is. Who do I think he is? Would I vote for him? Definitely not. I don't like his morals. I don't like his economic structure. I don't like how he spends money. These are key things and, key attributes that people need whenever they're running the country, and Simon doesn't have any. He may be young, he's still got a lot to learn, but regardless, we need somebody in here that's going to put the Irish people first, and Simon isn't that guy. Right, guys, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think. Sure, I'm getting a lot of shares at the minute. Thank you very much for that. Share. If you're watching this on any other platform like Rumble or X, make sure to give this a retweet, a heart, a rumble, leave a comment, and same logic applies. Share. Thanks to everybody that has bought me a coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, the buy me a coffee link is in the description. You don't have to. This channel isn't monetized. I'm just here to give my opinions about things. But if you would like to buy me a coffee, that link can be found in the description, along with the free speech platform links. My Rumble and my X links are found in the description. Also, if you want to go follow me there, you can. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Peace.